Hello, hello. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully there's not too much echo. Sounds pretty echoey though. Uh, I don't know what to do about that. Okay. Pretty sure this music is streamable. If not, oof. All I gotta say to that. Okay. Let me check the music real quick. Feel like I remember seeing that I can stream. Yeah, looks like it says it right there. Cool. Just keep that going where it is. Hopefully the music isn't too loud. I think it's fine, but might actually need to be a little louder. No, I think it's good. Probably just turn it up your end if you need. Okay, so today I'm gonna do a little writing practice. I didn't really know what to do. I do need to get a review done, but I probably won't do that because I'm procrastinating. It's a little funny. I've read the book. I have kind of sort of an outline for the review. I just cannot make myself do it. But I'm gonna do a little writing practice. The two things that I know I want to do are write a story that would take like 1 minute to read, because that sounds fun for it to be entertaining. I think I got this idea from I think it was an interview with Olipo, the writing group, French writing group, and Michael Silverblatt, where one of them said he did like some writing competition where he had only like 100 words to make a story or something like that. And I was like, that's neat. And I restrained my last story to 1,001 words. And then I was like, oh, what if I do like just 1 minute and then make a like short or whatever out of it? I think those only go up to 1 minute. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, but 1 minute felt like a good point. I have coffee with me today. I did not sleep at all last night. Well, I did, but not very well. Where's it at here? Did I lose it? I think I remember. I had a little note somewhere on my super cluttered desk, sorry for the noise, saying how many words it took me to read, or how long it took me to read. What am I trying to say? How many words were in a minute of reading? I don't see it, but I'm pretty sure it was... This desk just consumes paper. Just as much as I consume books, I swear. Maybe it's over here? No, those are blank note cards. Oh, well, it's hiding from me. I'm pretty sure it was 175 words, or around 175. I think I said 175-ish, because I timed myself reading, because that's the other thing, it's my vocal reading speed, and I'm not very good at reading out loud. timed myself reading Peter Nadas. And I think he's rather lush, so. But I also was trying to properly use punctuation, so I think it's 175 around there. I'll probably adjust after I write it. I don't know if that'll be me adjusting the actual script or adjusting the way I speak. Oh, that is not good coffee. Not good at making coffee. I did not sleep like at all last. Oh, I need to put my avatar somewhere. I'll sit on the window. There we go. Reading. Oh, my little cat's reading too. That's cool. I'm very comfy today. No blazer on. But last night I didn't get to sleep until after midnight. So first of all, I read it about 12 hours ago, actually, right at 11. Or no, I think it was 10. I realized I forgot to put my laundry from the washing machine into the drying machine. And I was like, ugh. And I didn't want to, it's kind of loud and I don't want to hear it while going to sleep. And I also didn't want to stay up for another hour or so. So I just was like, whatever, I'll deal with that in the morning, which I did. I did deal with that in the morning. It was like the first thing I did in a somnambulist fashion. But I then just was unable to get to sleep until like after midnight. Then I woke up at 4 because I'm an insomniac. That's relatively normal, but it got worse. So I woke up at 4 and couldn't get back to sleep until around 6. But instead of getting to sleep, I just had like these Groundhog Day dreams where I like went to sleep and then I woke up to an alarm every time, although I didn't have an alarm. And this only lasted until 6:30. 6:30 is when I got up. But I woke up in my dream, so I woke up in dream world. And it was just constantly weird, kind of terrible things sometimes. Like one of the times that I woke up and was like feeding my cat in the morning, getting him his breakfast, and my dog was there. My dog that died last year. Turned around, I was like, oh hey bud, what are you doing here? And like dream world, it felt really real in the time. And I was like, no, this is a dream. So then I was like aware it was a dream because I knew he was dead. And I'm just like sitting there, I was like, this is a dream, but I can't seem to gain control of it or wake up. So now I'm just chilling here. But at the same time felt kind of detached. Like there was something unreal about it because it was a dream. I was like, maybe I'm like hallucinating or something. So I pulled out my phone and opened up the camera and pointed at my dog to see if he was a hallucination or not. And it wasn't like glitched, it was like my dream melted away. And I like half woke up and then immediately went into another dream, of which I woke up like into the dream. And I kept doing that like that. And then one of the dreams I woke up, got out of bed, and it was like poltergeisty out. I don't even know how to explain it. Like all the lights in my house were flickering, and then I walked into my living room and I had like, I think a TV on every wall that was like glitching out or something. It was super weird, and I kept like waking up, but then waking up into another dream. And it felt like it was like 30 times, but it was from 6 to 6:30 until I finally peeled myself out of the bed. But here I am now, super tired because I've not been sleeping well. I'm gonna blame daylight savings time. I don't know if I can still blame it. I think it's just insomnia now, but I'm gonna keep blaming daylight savings time. Oh, that coffee's not good. I'm gonna keep drinking it. Oh, okay, so the things that I'm gonna do is a minute-long story, and a story with a picture. And that's actually fun because I have my little art book over here, And I'm just gonna flip through that and find a picture. I was gonna look online, but I didn't know exactly how to do that. I was kind of worried about like rights and everything. Although I didn't even check to see if this music was playable, so hopefully it is. I'll check that afterwards. I feel like I did, but now I'm second guessing myself, but I'm also tired. That's the other thing. I don't know how long the stream's gonna be because my brain is not working as well as I want it to be. But I'm gonna do a little bit. And I also didn't have breakfast, remembering that now. But I'm gonna just flip through the little art book and find a picture and then kind of write a story about it, or like that fits in the picture. I had this idea. It actually might have been in one of my writing books, I'm not sure. But I originally had this idea, I think. The idea for this exercise for the stream. I might have seen it somewhere before, but what I remember is I think it was a language learning thing. It was like, describe this picture. And I was like, will do. And then I remembered Antonio Tabucci had stories like that where he wrote about a story where he wrote about a picture from Portugal, I think. Am I getting some static or is that in my headphones? I don't know what to do about that, but I won't be on mic for long. And then Robert Vassler, I think, also did like a writing stories based on pictures. So I know it's a thing, but I was reminded of the thing because of the language learning thing. But that's only going to be like, in all honesty, probably like 300 to 500 words. I don't want to spend a lot of time on it. It's just more of like warming up my brain for the day, I guess. Also, I think I have this Le Guin book, Steering the Craft of Writing, I think is what it's called. And I think most of her exercises, she said you should only be doing like a page or two, because they're just exercises. Should only be spending like 15 or so minutes on them, kind of thing. And page is in like 350 words kind of page, 250 to 350 words, not like a Google Docs page, which I think is like near 1,000. Do I even need my little avatar up here? Yeah, I'll keep my avatar up here. I also have The Art of Fiction from John Gardner, and I might do some of his exercises. I don't really remember them, and I also remember Le Guin's not being the greatest, if I'm being completely honest. They were definitely more like warm-up exercises kind of thing, so I might do one of that, and then we'll see if I keep writing. And I might go make breakfast. I don't know how long the stream is going to be. I just kind of wanted to do some writing on stream. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, I guess we should get into this. More coffee for me to fight this low energy. Oh, the other thing, hold on. When I do like when I do the little working periods here, I will mute myself for a few reasons. One, I sometimes talk when I'm writing. And two, well, this is a twofold thing. If somebody says something in chat, I'll probably respond in chat, because if I respond verbally, vocally, I'll probably end up just like talking instead of writing or doing my task. So if somebody says something in chat, I'll just respond in chat to stop myself from going on a tangent. Yeah, I'll wait to say anything else later. I'll go ahead and get started on one of these. That's my coffee. Okay. That was my phone. Man, I am not coordinated today. Should I do a like to-do list? Or yeah, I'll do a little to-do list real quick. Minute story. Picture story. Oh. What else was I gonna do? I don't know if I'm gonna do another writing exercise. I'm gonna switch to working on something else. Just do other. Because yeah, I have a few other things I need to be working on. Well, not need to be, but I should be. So let's start a timer. I'm honestly not a big fan of timers. 25 minutes too much? I don't think that's terrible. I'll do 20 minutes and see if I fail at that. And 20 minutes start now. I'm gonna mute my mic. The timing is coming to an end. I think I finished my little short, very, 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 very short story. Okay, hopefully that's not too loud. Oh, it's a little loud. Okay. So I think I finished my little short story. I'm going to, the little word counter tool says it's at 176 words, and I think I decided to go in a different tense like halfway through, so I might have to fix that. Do some editing for that. But I think I'm just gonna read it here. So I forgot to say this earlier, but the pollen is just destroying me. I'm gonna post a picture later of one of my books outside with the pollen. I think. If it was a good picture, I couldn't see. It was too sunny out. But yeah, I'm pretty sniffly. My nose is running and stuffed at the same time because all this pollen, my eyes are watering. Oh heck, I forgot to put one part in the story. Dang it, I have to figure out where to put that. Hold on, I'm gonna do that real quick. Now this might make it a little too long. Okay, that might work. So should I just read it? So okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'll probably record it later because I feel like at any moment the sinus attack from the pollen will happen. They'll come punch me in the nose, and yeah, my eyes feel puffy right now. I don't feel super confident in my reading, but I'll probably read it later. Do a little touch up if I need to, and then post it maybe tomorrow or the day after. Depends on when I'm feeling like good, because I still feel actually a little under the weather. Even my cat is sleepy because I've been taking him out. Anyway, let's try to read this. It's gonna be a little late on the minute thing because I'm like gotta start it over here, and then it's on the other my piece that I wrote is on the other monitor, so we'll see. And I'm gonna try to read it. I didn't edit it at all, so there's probably gonna be mistakes I have to fix right now. And go. The sky was covered in clouds, but it was only a thin veil, so it was still too bright for me not to wear sunglasses. Even with them, though, my eyes burned and watered. Engines roared in the distance through the trees. My street was normally quiet, but every time I tried to wipe the flecks of ash off one of my tomatoes, a car would race past. They were loud and covered in supplies, as if they were going on a cross-country road trip. I looked at my neighbor. His yard was far away, and I could see he was wearing a brown shirt and blue jeans, and he was picking up pine cones with a special grabbing tool so he didn't have to bend over. I wanted to know what he thought of the traffic, but my voice wouldn't reach him, and I didn't want to walk any more than I had to. I moved to the countryside for peace and quiet, but I didn't know no one would tell me when the world ended. I finished picking my tomatoes and went back inside. That's not bad. Knocked over my mic. I could add like a sentence to that, I think. Maybe. I don't think it's the best written thing, but I think it works. I might add a sentence to it, I might not. Depends on how I read it and how late I want to start. I also don't know when this will be posted because I'll put it on a little short. I don't know if I should put like pictures behind it or just do subtitles. I don't know how hard it is to do subtitles. I'm honestly not super enthused about my reading voice or voice in general. But it's whatever. So the inspiration for this story was two-part. I had no idea what I was going to write today. I was going to come up with it as it went, but the story just kind of dawned on me. This morning while I was outside, actually, kind of like the same thing. It was just there was a bunch of traffic, and that's it. There's a bunch of traffic, and I looked it up, and there was like a car accident or something on the other road. So that's why there was a bunch more through traffic near my house, and I guess that kind of is what started it. Just the idea that there was so much traffic, and all those people knew what was going on, but I didn't, kind of thing. And the day before, yesterday, I read, I forget her name, dang it, and my book's not in my room with me right now. It's a short story called The Heat Death of the Universe, and it was kind of this similar, like, mundane slice of life, something's wrong kind of thing. But I actually liked the short story. I thought it was pretty good. It was told in a fashion of like writing a list. I feel like her name starts with a P, like Paula, something like that, but I don't remember. I guess I can look it up real quick. Or I could just go out and grab my book, but you know, technology. The Heat Death of the Universe. Pamela Zoline. I was close. Very close. Yeah. So that was that. And I didn't really plan on having a story. I feel like I always have little pieces that I can turn into something small like that. But I was trying not to plan ahead at all. But yeah, that story popped into my head. Or I guess more the concept popped into my head this morning. So that's where that came from. It was actually interesting to try to fight the urge to write a little more. Because, like, you can always add more. There's always something to add. But then sometimes you add too much and it breaks up the pacing, or, like, kind of, like, is this really important kind of thing? But limiting it to reading it in a minute was interesting. And I think because I was on a 20-minute timer, I didn't take super care into my word choice like Peter Nadas. Like I said, he was lush with his writing, so I assumed that I would be writing way more words than him per minute, I guess, that's read. Because my words are just, I mean, oh, I dropped my mic again. Sorry. My words are not as big, evocative. My language isn't as eloquent. And most importantly, it's unrefined, because, yeah, it's just a little warm-up thing, not something to dwell on too long. And now I am going to read through my little book. Well, not read through it, flip through this little art book. It is just called Art, I think. Oh, Art, A World History by Abrams Publishing. I don't know if there's an author. Let me check. Or, oh, it's a bunch of Ilka, Linda, I don't know how to say that last name. Gerard, Buller, Caroline Hill, Susan Capel, Irina Stotland, I think are all the compilers and authors of this. Yeah, it's called Art, A World History, and it's this little like pocketbook with Van Gogh on the front. So I'm just doing a little flip through. Wonder if I've been able to see any of these paintings in person. I wanted to do something a little more modern with this exercise, but I don't think I'm going to. Also, with that last story I just told, I think it's easy for you to write a minute-long story. I mean, just full stop. But it's easy to make it a story as some sort of internal monologue or external monologue soliloquy thing. I think it's easy to do. So yesterday when I was thinking about today, I was like, you should probably make it dialogue between multiple people. That'll be interesting to still try to form a story that way. But I ended up not doing that, and that's okay. Maybe I'll do that next time. But yeah, I was also worried about the story snowballing. I have no idea what kind of painting I'm looking for. I'm looking for a painting though. I don't know if I can do a statue or pottery or anything. Well, there's some fabric works here, which not really calling to me, but I wouldn't be against it. I think I'm in post-antiquity right now. Starting to get a little hungry. It's funny. I didn't think about stained glass either. Okay, now I'm in the Renaissance. Renaissance paintings are neat. I think a lot of people think that though. Hot take, Renaissance paintings are cool. Looking at the birth of Venus right now. That's interesting. I feel like I need it's at the bottom of a page. I need like a magnifying glass to actually be able to see this. But I might do that. Where's a little, I can use this little sticky note to mark this page. I don't know if I'll be able to post this though, because there's nudity in it. Oh, I'm really starting to get hungry. Maybe that could be something I do after this. I go make myself make food. But I also don't want to think about that because I'll be very hungry. Love going to museums. I don't think I've for certain seen some of these in like a museum though. But seeing them in a book like this and then seeing them in person is really a completely different thing. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do the Garden of Earthly Delights. Thanks, though. I could write like a whole septology about the Garden of Earthly Delights, maybe. That's interesting. Just some grass. I might be able to work with that. Yeah. Thinking like maybe a as I lay dying type situation. I actually, although liking experimental fiction, have not read Faulkner yet. I knew someone with the last name Faulkner though. Oh, that's cool. These are good. These are good. I like these. By Albrecht Aldorfer. The Danube Valley near Regensburg is good. And the Battle of Issus all look good. That's just from looking at them though. I don't think I'm gonna do a story on them. Just got into the Baroque period, and I was thinking about that. Would that mean my writing also has to be Baroque? It's an interesting challenge. Oh, I keep hitting my coffee cup. Oh, I forgot about my coffee. It's gonna be cold, but I'm going for it. I'm down in it. Oh, it tastes bad. I'm not gonna make a coffee. Yeah, does my writing have to be Baroque if I'm doing a Baroque work? I think if the story were longer, I want to say, no, maybe, I guess I could work on my vocabulary and sentence structure on a, maybe do like 300 words, but those words be overwrought, wring my sentences dry. Just as, not as something necessarily good, but just as an exercise. The Apotheosis of St. Ignatius. Cool looking. By Andrea Pozzo. I do wish though that like I'd sit here and like flip through this on stream, I guess. Oh, I wish I could paint. I can't name all of them that I love because they all look so good. I wish I, yeah, could paint, and then I could paint like these people. Remember the last time I was in a museum, I don't know if I told this, I think I did. There was somebody like doing a tour and I kind of crept into the tour for a little bit just to listen. Baroque paintings seem very dark. I think that's because, well, the Rembrandt at least does. But if I remember correctly, but I don't know if this is correct, it's because they layered a bunch of their paint. I don't remember how true that is. Might be thinking of something else. Jan Vermeer. Everybody knows him. Oh, my other thing I was writing, I'm writing another short story besides my long projects. That's like not the review I was talking about. Kind of switched directions with it, but I like the way it went. I'm gonna be much more zany in it than I typically am, but that's cool. 18th century, here we are. I really like 18th century paintings. Yeah, I decided to be a little more zany and a bit off the wall with it. I don't want to go into detail yet. Man. Jean-Simon Chardin made a painting called Soap Bubbles in 1734. Oil on canvas. They had whimsy all the way back then. It's of an adolescent boy occupies his time by blowing soap bubbles. I love finding old paintings of whimsy. Giovanni Battista Tiepolo. I believe this is a book. Well, I believe there's a book on him from Roberto Colasso. Wanted to read it. But I haven't yet. There are, as I do a lot. I don't know how people are able to make such textured paintings. I'm just in awe. I'm not even really doing my task anymore. I'm procrastinating by looking at paintings. But is that really procrastinating? It is. It is procrastinating. I think all fantasy writers and game developers should look at a lot of paintings. I feel like you'll get so much great inspiration in such a broad sense too. Not like I'm gonna recreate this painting in the game, but just kickstarts the creative juices in your brain. Or creative engine, I guess, is where that analogy would properly go. It gets the creative juices flowing is the other way the analogy would go. No, I did not expect them to show Japanese works in this. No, not a lot though. Yeah, I was thinking about doing something very modern for this. Because, so it doesn't have like a direction, I guess, in the story. Or in the little writing thing. Like, I'm not writing about someone that I see in the painting, if that makes any sense. Like, if it's, you know, something that formalism is made for, then I feel like that would be more of an interesting challenge. Well, maybe not more of an interesting challenge, but yeah, more of an interesting challenge. I mean what I said. Said what I said. Some of these landscapes are just gorgeous. I wish we funded the arts. So there could be more people pursuing painting in these manners. not just the 19th century, wherever I'm at right now. But anyway, be it modernism, postmodernism, surrealism, Dada. I went backwards, but you know, I went forward then backwards. Zorro. I think I spoke a little incorrectly about him last time I spoke about him. But he still kind of looks like a painter of peasants to me. But I like it. The subjects were primarily rural and urban French landscapes. Yeah. Because I remember a lot of landscapes, but a few people seem to be farmers or peasants kind of thing. Oh, it says right here, which were sometimes populated by figures of peasants or even city dwellers. I should probably just commit, right, to one of the ones I already had. I'm almost flipped all the way through the book quickly. Not flipping on every page, but every few pages. Didn't expect to look so long. Thought I'd find one right away. Actually, I was concerned about flipping through and not being able to find one because I didn't really have a backup plan for if I couldn't find a painting in here. But I've definitely found a few. I don't know which one I want to do. I feel like to keep it short, I'll do the grass one. Although it might be kind of easy in that sense. Should I do a Picasso? Who knows? Such a prolific bad person. A lot of artists were though. Just past Rodin, the sculptor. And I remember reading something on one of the plaques of a bust of him by one of his acolytes, essentially. But I think he like manipulated her and possibly stole her stuff. I don't remember. I don't want to spread too much. Too many rumors. Okay, yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with the grass one. See where that goes. Thinking about maybe the other one, but I would if it was a little easier to see, but it's like kind of at the bottom and I have to really... I might do that one again sometime because it looks interesting and I kind of have a little story in my head about it just from seeing it. So I'll go with this one. What's this one called? The Great Turf. Watercolor and I don't know how to say that word. It looks French on paper. Okay. I'm gonna go a little longer on this one. Maybe like 30 minutes. And I think that'll be fine. Hopefully. Might extend it. And then who knows if I'll keep going the stream. Let's go. Oh wait. I forgot to knock this off my to-do list. Yeah, oh. And nice. Okay. Now let's start. And I'm muting. Time is coming to an end. I think I might try to go ahead and like post this on like Tumblr or something. Let's see what I can do. All good now. Try to post. I don't know if I can. Sorry, it's hard to hear me because I have to lean weird to have my mic. Oh, let me pull my mic over here. This isn't too loud. Oh, my mic's all tangled in a wire. That's not good. And it's on the wire. I guess I technically wrote this. I am actually pretty hungry, not gonna lie. Another task done. Kind of forgot I didn't eat breakfast before the stream, so I'm probably gonna try to go do that after I get this posted, so I mean I'll end and yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably just try to use that. Let's see if I can do this. I do not use Tumblr on my computer often. Know how this will be received. How many words is this? 258. That's kind of what I was going for. What is this called? Called the Great Tuft or Great Turf. I don't know what tags to add. Man, my stomach is growling. I don't know if Mike's picking that up. I don't even know if I can really call this a story if I'm being completely honest. I think that's probably good. I guess I'll add the artist's name. 1503. I'll put that in there so people know. There. Should I reread this one last time? Who knows? Ugh. Feel like reading it again. It was just a quick little exercise and I'm posting it to be accountable. Sorry, I'm reading. I'm a slow reader. I'm gonna post it. Get posted. Yeah. See if it posted. Did. Nice. Okay. Well, yeah. Here shortly. I'm gonna go get some food. I'm not gonna do another exercise because, yeah, I really should have ate something before I started. I haven't eaten in like 16, 18 hours now, which isn't, I mean, too much, but I am hungry now. Ugh. My coffee is cold now. I wanted to do a little more, but yeah, I'm hungry. And I don't feel like... Sorry. I got coffee grounds in my throat. I don't feel like cooking on stream. I don't know how long it'll take me to cook and eat, so I don't want to, you know, be gone for an hour and then come back. I did want to do a little more though. I wanted to work on either one of my longer projects or work on that review. Also, I was supposed to do an exercise that I never did. The two books I was gonna use were Steering the Craft, I think, with Ursula K. Le Guin, and The Art of Fiction by John Gardner. I already mentioned that, but I figured I'd mention them again. John Gardner's books were okay. His Art of Fiction book was okay, but like reading it all, he came off as like super pretentious and full of himself if you read it. And I know he's kind of a renowned author. And I think I already brought this up, so I'll be quick on it. But reading In the Suicide Mountains by him, I felt like he made so many of the mistakes and stuff that he told you not to do in the books, while you're writing in the book. But you know, whatever. I also realized I never went around my room at all. I should have been like over here, writing or typing. I can't paint though. I wish I could paint. I'm not a gamer. That's cool though. I'm a great gamer. Look at me go. Drawing. Just kind of looking around at things now. That's exactly how I lay. No, my bed's not big enough to lay like that. They should have cleansing. Oh, cleaning. I thought I said cleansing. They should have a cooking spot so I can go cook. My stomach is rumbling. Oh, that's so funny. I don't know how to knit either. I think my hands are too shaky to knit. My hands are very shaky. Looking, meditating. I need a laptop. Fireplace. Yeah, they need a cooking area. I was sipping. Adorable. My cat's still asleep, otherwise I would play with him. He's getting old, he's like 15, so he sleeps a lot, but that's also why I give him like absolute priority. Oh, I love the little spirit cat playing with a ball. Oh, the cat's also games too. That's so cute. I wonder if I got a new spirit yet. Oh, what is this? I did get a new spirit. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. Chapter pillar. I love it. I love that thing. Whenever I'm reading, I've felt the presence of something over my shoulder. Chapter pillars are some of the best companions you could ever want. For all those cozy sessions, oh my god, I'm slurring my words, curling up with a good book. That's because their antennae glow with a gentle light that's perfect for illuminating the text, even in the darkest of nights and thunderstorms. Just be warned, because they're voracious and impatient readers themselves, they have a pesky habit of nudging people's hand to turn to the next page, even if you're not caught up yet. That's adorable. Oh, I want to get the teapot now. I actually probably will do another one of these. This is kind of a fun little thing to do. Makes me productive. Something in my eye. So yeah, I'm thinking about planning another one of these for like maybe a week or two from now. Because I do have some other stuff I need to work on that I'm procrastinating on. Okay, well, I think I'll end there. That was pretty fun. And I'm pretty hungry. Don't know what I'm gonna make. Probably something like not nutritious and quick because I am hungry. Okay. See you next time. Thanks for watching and thanks for working with me.